everyone, welcome to this update video. I trust and hope you're doing really good this morning. Now we're going to be taking a look at both of these disturbances. So they're both designated as invests. We've got invest 94L and invest 95L. So invest 95L, that's our disturbance in the Western Caribbean, and it is highlighted in orange, indicating a medium formation chance. And it is designated as an invest because it's an area of investigation. It's being closely watched for development. Now, as it pertains to 94L, it is in yellow. That is indicative of a low chance of development. So we're going to be taking a look at both of these systems. And 95L is kind of more of the concern because, it could briefly develop into a tropical depression or storm, but regardless, it's going to be bringing some dangerous impacts to parts of Central America. So let's get straight into the details. And as we switch here to the satellite imagery, here we can see what's going on. So we've got 94L just to the north of the Leeward Islands. There's also a new tropical wave that has emerged off the African coast that's going to continue propagating towards the west. And then we've got invest 95L in the West Caribbean. As we take a closer look at the region here, we can see what's going on. So 94L isn't really organized right now, and with it being in the vicinity of the northeastern islands, it may actually increase the moisture enough to the point where it could unleash some periods of heavy rain. And we'll look at the rainfall forecast in a moment, after which is likely to loiter a bit within the vicinity of the southern Bahamas and Turks and Caicos Islands. And as we head a little bit further to the west, where we've got invest 95L, we can see that it is very much disorganized, but it's loitering around very slowly and could take advantage of the environment, briefly becoming a depression or tropical storm before it moves inland. Then it's likely to eventually cross into the eastern Pacific, where further development could take place of it. But for right now, we're seeing a lot of convection, some unstable weather in parts of Jamaica, even the Cayman Islands, Cuba, and definitely for parts of Central America and the offshore islands as well. As we take a look at the rainfall forecast for today, this is what the Euro model is showing. So as we head more to those colorful shadings, that is indicating higher rainfall amounts anticipated. So we can see those burgundies, those purples popping up as well. So rainfall amounts probably going up to 2.5 or 3 inches, probably even higher in a few spots across sections of Central America. So within the vicinity of the Bay Islands of Honduras, the Keys offshore Belize as well, the Cayman Islands, just offshore Cuba, and within the vicinity of Central America on a whole, we're seeing these red shadings around. So rainfall amounts up to 1 inch for many areas. So it's going to be a pretty active day. Mexico, Belize, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, even for San Andres and Providencia, there's likely to be some additional rainfall activity. As we head to northern South America, could see a bit of action for parts of Colombia, especially towards the Pacific coast. Much not expected for the Guyanas, though, as we head throughout the day. Same thing for the ABC Islands and also the southern Windward Islands, such as the Grenadines, Grenada. But we could see a few showers possible in the area, especially for Trinidad and Tobago. And then as we head further north to the Leeward Islands, we can see a bit more color, those yellow shadings, a bit of orange as well. So as I said, with the disturbance passing just north, it could influence the weather and result in some shower activity. So Antigua, Barbuda, Anguilla, St. Kitts and Nevis, even towards the Virgin Islands and parts of Puerto Rico, there could be some downpours today. Headed towards Hispaniola, Jamaica, and parts of Cuba, especially in the east. And even for the southern Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands, there could be some additional rainfall activity today. May not be widespread across everywhere for the various islands, though. And then headed to the northern Bahamas, we can see that it gets more colorful there. So there could be some additional periods of heavy rain within the area. As we take a look at more details regarding invest 95L, so the National Hurricane Center designates a 50% chance of formation. So it really has a day or two to try to get itself together before it moves inland, because once it's over land, that cuts off its formation chances. However, it will eventually emerge into the Eastern Pacific, where it could develop further. But for right now in the Western Caribbean, it could really try to get itself together to become a tropical storm. And the next name on the list for the season is Nadine. So we'll see if this system is going to try to become Nadine. And as it pertains to the model data forward, as we head on to the track guidance, here we can see we have quite a few models available, and they're showing a general track of the system headed into Central America. For now, almost all models are showing that it is going to be moving straight into Belize. So this is to try the center of the system, by the way. So this is going to continue to unleash very heavy rainfall, which may result in flooding, even mudslides as well in some areas. And as for the intensity guidance, we can see here that we also have quite a few models available. Now, over the next 24 to 36 hours, we can see a decent amount of these models within the green shading here. That is representing tropical storm intensity. However, notice a little dip. So as it is going to be moving inland, it's going to weaken. However, once it reemerges into water, then we see these models going up again. So if conditions in the Eastern Pacific are going to be favorable, then it could try to re-intensify there. But it could briefly become a tropical depression or storm, as I had mentioned, in the Western Caribbean before it makes its way to Central America. So guys, please stay safe if you're being affected by all of the rainfall that the system is unleashing, and do not take any unnecessary risks. As for 94L, 10% formation chance. So the environment ahead is looking to be hostile for the system to actually develop into something, but it is going to be moving generally to the west-northwest, and that little dip is still possible as it is going to be entering the vicinity of Hispaniola, the southern Bahamas, and Turks and Caicos. So within that area, it could still make a little dip to the west-southwest, or it could loiter around and then move up and out. So there's still some uncertainty in regards to that. But once it is sustaining enough shower and thunderstorm activity, it is going to be influencing the rainfall for parts of the Northern Caribbean. So I'll keep you guys posted as it pertains to that over the course of the coming days. And so guys, that is what I wanted to share with you in this update video. So again, we've got 2 disturbances out there, and we are likely to see Invest 95L try to get itself together before it moves inland. Regardless, it is going to be bringing its dangerous impacts to Central America. And then for 94L, it is unlikely to develop because the environmental conditions ahead are not going to be super favorable, because yes, the waters are very warm, but that's not the only thing when it comes down to development. There are other environmental conditions that also have to be conducive. So that is it for right now, and I do hope you found this update video to be informative. However, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll respond to you when I have the chance to do so, and remember to always do otherwise.